Hi, I'm Eric Gans with Home Comfort Tactics. I am a certified home energy auditor in Maryland, and I want to teach you today about your rim joist. 4 things. 1, how to identify. 2, why it matters. 3, how to look for signs whether or not you need to worry about your rim joist. 4, how to actually seal and insulate your rim joist.
How do you identify the rim joist? Where do you look? In a new construction, it's really easy to see. And I like this video because when you take a look from the outside, you can see the outer portion of the rim joist and you see how floors are separated by it. And most basements nowadays have an unfinished portion of usually a utility room that has a washer and a dryer, and a lot of times penetrations such as the dryer vent make matters worse. So why does all this really matter? Well, due to physics and the stack effect or chimney effect, when you have the warm air rising, it creates a positive pressure dynamic, and in the lower parts of a house, you get the negative pressure dynamic, which obviously is going to draw cold air in. Simulated air leakage testing proves time and time again that these areas are definite offenders. Thermal imaging reveals that those areas are cold. Dehumidifiers running in the basement is a telltale sign that humidity is high. How can you figure out if this is something you need to fix? Well, first you got to get your hands dirty and you got to take a look. Telltale sign, dark, discolored insulation, that's going to tell you every single time. Moisture, another telltale sign. And hey, if you want to get an energy audit with a blower door test, like I said earlier, the blower door test shows time and time again air leakage. Even through the insulation, you can see the spider webs, another sign that air is moving through that space because spiders instinctually make webs where there's air moving. So how do you insulate the rim joist? Well, first you got to get rid of all that old insulation. Then you got to air seal that area properly and add insulation. And there's 2 ways that you can go about doing this. Conventionally, as you see here, or you can go with a closed cell spray foam, 2-part. When it's applied, the 2 chemicals, they react and the area gets insulated and sealed in one shot.
I also want to give you a tip. If you have an area of your basement that is unfinished, it is definitely a good thing to do. However, I don't want you to spend a fortune on sealing and insulating your basement until you do something more important first, and that is treating the attic. And when you do seal the top of a house and you don't let as much of that warm air escape, guess what? Not as much cold air comes in to replace it. So just by doing that, you're going to make the basement and the lower parts more comfortable and efficient. If you can and have the opportunity to do so, by all means, you should air seal and insulate your rim joist.